Hello, it's Andrew from Burncoose Nurseries, and on this damp February day I'm going to show you a little process of actually how we pack your parcels when you order them mail order, and the process that that happens and what goes into it. So hopefully you get your order in a timely fashion, hopefully overnight, or at least within 5 working days if you take into consideration the weekend. So I'm just going to walk you through it, and hopefully this will give you a little bit of an insight into what goes on in the packing aspect of purchasing a plant via mail order from Burncoose Nurseries. So we're here in our packing shed, and we've got a conveyor belt which aids us to get the orders through speedily. This is a new introduction that we've had since COVID. When we were inundated with orders, we found that we needed to have some mechanical assistance to get the orders through our packing system quickly, so you have your plants in a very agreeable timescale. So this is our little roller conveyor. We're out in the nursery and we pick up the orders with a gator and a trailer. The trailer then reverses back up to this table. We pull out the orders, and we do several orders at a time. So say we pull out 10 orders, we assemble them on this table. And then we pick out your order, and here's a hypothetical order of 3 Osmunda regalis, some nice plants. So we will then tidy them up in a way to aid their appearance and a little bit of pruning. You may sometimes find that if you do receive your plants, you will have a little bit of dead foliage on top. This is nothing to be concerned about. This is just old foliage from the previous year. It's a herbaceous perennial, so the foliage will die back and you'll get new foliage coming through. So we don't give the plants an entire crew cut of old foliage. We just tidy them up a little bit, which we deem to be acceptable. And also it would be acceptable for you in your garden. If you were to come across your Osmunda regalis at the end of the season or the start of a new season, you would just tidy them up a little bit, because all this old growth is going to fall off of the plant in this circumstance and decompose around the plant to aid its growth in the next season. That's why the plants are designed like this. So 3 Osmunda regalis, and these are going to go onto this little roller conveyor, and this is going to roll down there now. And this roller conveyor will be full up, chock-a-block with orders as far as the eye can see on a daily basis to come in for packing. So once the orders come in here now, we put these plants into a recyclable, biodegradable bag. Very important that it's recyclable or biodegradable. In this day and age, we're very conscious of that situation. And this is primarily to stop the compost coming out in transit. So the only purpose of this is to stop the compost coming out in transit. And if there's any moisture at the bottom of the pot, so if it's been raining and the pots are quite wet, this will maintain the integrity of the box that it goes in on its journey to wherever it may be heading. So 2 purposes now: to keep the compost in and to keep the box dry. Because if you've requested some Osmunda regalis and you are in, let's say, Edinburgh, this plant has got a long journey to make in a cardboard box before it gets to you, and we like them to get to you in a very agreeable, appropriate and nice order. So this is why the bags are used. Paper would be no good, because paper would get wet and the box would then degrade and the box would fall apart in transit, and that wouldn't be be very environmentally friendly, having to send another parcel out to you because it's unacceptable how it was delivered. And then it comes down to our packing process, where we actually put it in a box. So we have our boxes made for specific plant sizes and specific numbers of items. This one here is a 3 plant box. So we're going to put those 3 Osmunda in here. They can be 1, 2, 3. It can also be used for 3 shrubs. The height there will allow you 450 mil of height on top of your plant. So if you had, say, 3 deutzias would fit in here, all standing up. This is shorter, so these will come to about here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this box across the top and make a base and a lid. And I'll just carry on and do that now. Almost in a Blue Peter fashion, for those people old enough to remember Blue Peter. So these will go in a 3-pot box with a base and a lid. Be careful with the Stanley knife, as we are here. There we are, there's our little base. Here are our 3 Osmunda Regalis. They disappear into their 3-pot box. And they're now sat in the bottom of the box. Now to stop them coming up and bouncing, we put some green canes in. And the green canes will then rest against the top of the lid and therefore stop the plants from rising up in the unlikely event that they are turned upside down in transit, which is possible because they get through a lot of handling by various organisations before they actually get to your destination. And I'll run through that process. In there goes the delivery note, and then on goes the lid. And there is your box packed up, quite rigid, which is important because this box is going to leave here at Wenham, near Redruth. It'll be picked up this afternoon at 4 o'clock by one of our couriers. It'll then go back to their depot in Redruth. So it's been handled once onto a van, goes back to Redruth. They will then take it off of their van and they will stack it nicely into a cage. The cage will then be forklifted on to a trunk lorry, so that's an Arctic lorry, which takes courier parcels from Redruth to Exeter. Then at Exeter, that lorry will change to another lorry. They won't take everything off. The tractor unit will come off. The back of the lorry will stay put. Another tractor unit will come on and pick it up. It will then carry that existing trailer to usually the Midlands, where it will then go to the sorting hubs of the main couriers that we use. APC or DX or Parcel Force. DPD also have hubs there, and Yodel. All the hubs to all the couriers are in the Midlands around Birmingham, because that's virtually the centre of the UK, and from there all the parcels will be distributed out to different areas of the country. So this parcel will go now to the Midlands in a sorting hub. It'll then go through the sorting hub and it will then get put onto trailers which will take it to its final destination. And let's say this one's going to Edinburgh. This one will go on a trailer now that is destined for Scotland, and in particular Edinburgh. So overnight it gets handled once more to go onto the lorry that's going to go to Edinburgh. That lorry will then drive to Edinburgh overnight, hopefully. It might take a little bit longer if it's Scotland. It may take 2 days. It will drive to Edinburgh overnight to a packing station in Edinburgh, and then it'll be taken off of the trunk lorry, and then it will be sorted and they'll be put into vans for hopefully delivery the next day. So this is a journey this parcel is going to go on, and all the parcels that come through here. So you can see that there's a lot of handling of this parcel before it actually gets to you. And hopefully this is why we are so concerned about how we pack them. We pack them in double-walled cardboard boxes for strength. We put the canes in to stop it moving around, and we bag the plants up to keep everything nice and dry. So hopefully that's explained a little bit of the journey that this parcel has to take when it leaves Redruth. And now what we'll do is we'll carry it over and we'll weigh it. And it's 15 kilos, because they're 3 big 3 litre pots. They're quite heavy. We'll come here and do our paperwork to do the delivery note and the dispatch note. We'll place a sticker on this parcel and then we'll carry it over here like the ones we did yesterday. And this parcel will be collected in the afternoon. The destination is shown here, and hopefully you will see this parcel the very next day from when it's packed. Hopefully it will be between 3 to 5 days from when you place the order, including weekends. I hope that's an insight into a little bit of the packing process that we do. Thank you.